What is going on, guys? Welcome back. As promised, today I'm going to be doing my first video and a little series about these Vibram Five Fingers. So I've decided to try them out, and it's a bit of a slow process, a bit of a slow journey, but I thought I'd just document how I'm getting on with them week by week. So without further ado, this is the first episode. So first of all, what are Vibram Five Fingers? Well, a lot of you probably heard of them before and maybe have your own opinions on them. They were, I guess, came to the forefront after Born to Run, the book, was released, and the whole barefoot running movement started getting going. A lot of people would say maybe that movement has died a little bit, but I still see quite a strong community for it out there. But it's something I've always wanted to try. I like the idea of running a bit more naturally. I like the idea of strengthening my legs. For those of you who know a bit more about me and have watched previous videos, I did have plantar fasciitis for a long time, many months. It was something that was hard to get rid of, but it took a lot of work, but got rid of it. And one of the main things about keeping that away is making sure your feet and your calves and your legs and hips and everything is strong. So one of the plus sides of these is that used properly over time, you should strengthen your feet. So I went with the Vibram V Trail. I wanted ones which I could use on the trail primarily, but also for on the road. And these were a good crossover. First feelings of putting them on was actually they are a lot comfier than I thought they'd be. I've got quite stubby toes, so my toes don't go all the way to the end of all of these little toe sockets. My big toe goes almost to the end, but my other ones are kind of tiny and dinky and don't go all the way. But to give you an idea of sizing, they do have quite small size increments as they go up. I usually have a 10.5 to maybe an 11 shoe, depending on the brand. And these here are UK 8.5 to 9. So, that's quite a big difference. So I say if you're going to order some, make sure you've got your measurement right first. If you've got a chance to try them on, because as you can tell, that's almost 2 sizes smaller than what I would usually wear. So other than the first feel of them that felt really nice and really good, I like the look of them. There weren't any other colours available at the time. I bought these at the running show, but I like the fact that they're not particularly out there in colours. You already get quite strange looks when you're walking around them anyway. So having a bright pink or bright blue shoe might not be too much of a benefit. We've got this nice little reflective part on the bottom here as well, so when you're running, especially on the roads, it catches the light. But the grip seems really good. I mean, if you don't know about the Five Fingers, you'll definitely have heard the name Vibram before. The technology is used in the soles of loads of shoes, Hoka's, I don't know, lots of different shoes. So you'll have heard the name before. These were primarily a boat shoe originally, and then once that whole barefoot running movement got going, they started making more and more different kinds as they started realizing people were interested in running barefoot-ish. And yeah, that's where these were born. So how have I found the first 2 weeks? I've worn them, so the first 2 weeks you're supposed to just wear them walking in the house, not for particularly long periods of time, but just to sort of get used to the feel of them. So I found that I have had a little bit of Achilles pain on the back of my right foot. I've maybe worn them like three times a week. There's not much other opportunity for me to wear them, to be honest, because I'm at work where I can't wear them, they're steel toe cap, I need steel toe cap boots, or I'm in the bar, I don't want to get them covered in beer. Working, not drinking. And the rest of the time I'm I'm running or I'm studying. So I've worn them when I can. I'd say about 3-4 times a week for the longest period of maybe 40 minutes or so. But I've started upping my mileage recently as well, so it's hard to tell whether the increase in mileage has got something to do with my Achilles or whether it's the Vibrams or not. But as you know, I don't know whether these are going to be for me or not. This is an experiment. I'd say, you know, you've got a 50-50 chance of whether this sort of shoe is going to be for you or not, and it may very well not be for me. As that may be the case, I'm going to start taking things a little bit slower still, and I'm going to spend another couple of weeks just wearing them, walking and not actually running in them, just to sort of strengthen my feet a little bit more, get used to it. I spent quite a lot of my life wearing flip-flops. I lived in Mexico for many years, teaching diving, and I would wear nothing on my feet or just flip-flops for 90-95% of the day. I very, very rarely wore a shoe, so I'm quite used to wearing and moving around in nothing but just my bare feet. However, you know, that little twinge in my Achilles does make me want to be very wary about this, especially as I'm starting to up mileage towards marathon and ultra. So, you know, as much as I really want to try these and get involved in them, I have to make sure that I do it at a sensible pace. I have tried these with the Injiji socks as well, so they're like the 5-fingered socks. I think you can probably get a couple of other brands, but and I did find actually it a bit more comfortable wearing the socks. I still had the full movement of my feet and felt like free and like I could feel the ground and everything, but it just felt like it fit my foot a little bit better. So first recommendation would be to try them with socks and see whether you feel like they're better. Only downside is that the socks are ridiculously expensive. You know, you're paying like anywhere from £8 to £15 or something for a pair of 5-fingered socks, for one pair. So it's kind of crazy if you think you're going to wear these four or 5 times a week, especially when it comes to running in them, so your socks are going to get used. You know, you're looking like 70 odd pounds maybe for just in socks you're going to get through in a week. But first impression so far is that I do like them. I like the feel of them. I'm still withholding judgment for now. I'm going to see how it goes over the next week or two, still just walking in them. And then the week after that, we're going to do some light running in them. The next step up, I believe, after this is to just wear them for like a tenth of what you do, your activity. So if I'm doing a 5-kilometer run, I would wear these for half a kilometer. But after 2 weeks, so far, I kind of like them.